Hi everyone, I hope your revision for Unit 4 Criminology exam is going really well. First of all, before I release my predictions in this video, so stay tuned, I would like to say that I was very impressed with the Unit 2 exam. I thought that it was different. It was a different paper, it was interesting, it was engaging, and it was based on a lot of gaps that have not been asked previously. So with that same logic, if the examiners also create a Unit 4 paper based on the gaps that have not been asked previously, here are your possible questions. So here are my predictions for Unit 4. Do not forget, please revise everything. Do not forget this is just my opinions based on gaps that have not been asked previously, and I might be completely wrong. But my first judgment is that 2.2 is going to be on there. These are your aims. You have 5 aims. 3 of those aims have never been asked before. That is deterrence, public protection, and I've already can't remember the 5th one, reparation. So retribution and rehabilitation have been asked previously. Those 3 areas have not been asked. The next area is 2.3. These are your forms of punishment. And so the one area that has never been asked before is discharges. So knowing discharges might come on. And then you also do not forget you might get a merged question between 2.2 and 2.3. So you might get how discharges meet deterrence, for example. That's the first types of questions I predict. The second one is 3.1. Loads of gaps in 3.1. 3.1 is going to be on there. It's probably going to be on there quite a bit. Lots and lots of gaps. However, the biggest massive gap of 3.1 is there has never been asked a question on pressure groups. You need to know your pressure groups. And by now, you are criminologists to the core, 2 years of studying these. You know your pressure groups. I advise you to know at least 3 going in. Well, no, I think 3 is enough, actually, not at least 3. You need to know 3. 3 will get you through. If you just know 2, that is fine. But obviously, I think pressure groups, and it could be a 9 marker. So 3.1 pressure groups is a very big gap. 3.2, there has never been a question on token economy and ASBOs. There's never been a question on gated lanes and environment design. And there's never been a question on state provision. So just watch out for those, but I think there'll be smaller markers. 3.3, there is again some gaps. There has never been a question. So 3.3 is your limitations. There has never been a question on local and national policies, never been a question on environment, and never been a question on, let me just double check, access to resources. So those might be areas that come up. 3.4 is your evaluation. All questions have been asked for that one, but prisons has not been asked since 2017. So that would be my choice. And then finally, something going back to 2.1, control theory has not been asked before specifically. Nothing on Walter Reckler specifically has been asked, or to do with external coercion and fear of punishment. They have never been asked specifically, so they might be a possibility for this year. 1.1, everything's been asked, and it came up quite a lot last year, but you guys are set for that. 1.3 didn't come up last year, but again, due process, crime control has all been asked, but it might come up again, but that's a fairly straightforward and easy one. Let me just check I've not missed anything off my board. So 1.2. 1.2, relationships. We hate it, I know. 1.2 might be on there, especially the organisation, check the wording, organisation of the police, the courts, or formal punishment. Formal punishment means prisons and probation. That's not been asked. Or the relationship with police to all other agencies, or the relationship with the courts to, was it courts or formal punishment? No, it was courts. Courts to all other agencies as well. They have not been asked, so they might be a possibility. So 2.2 and 2.3 aims and forms, I think, is going to be there. Definitely 3.1. 3.2 and 3.3 are possibilities, but the wording of those might catch you out. So make sure you check the slides, check the support videos I've done on YouTube to get the wordings for those right. 3.4, I don't think I've ever known a paper not ask at least one evaluation question, so on as a 9 marker, so that one is definitely a possibility. Those are my top predictions, my top choices. I hope this helps. Please add your own. Please ask any questions that you've got. Do not forget, I will be doing a live stream on the Wednesday night, the day before your exam at 6 o'clock. So please join me there for me to help you with any final support. But please send me any questions that you might have, any way I can help you. Otherwise, good luck, fingers crossed, good luck with your revision, and I will speak to you all soon. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye for now.